Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, the Crunchy Citadel. So this is season 2, and listen, we're picking up right where we left off last time, which was, we had just finished this system, and, we're working a little bit here, and there were some suggestions in the chat that were very, very helpful. What we should do is we should dig this out first. Let's make a lip here, and I'm just going to deconstruct these two things. So let's do that on a 9 priority. So they'll take care of that, and that way we don't deal with any flooding because I'll put a little lip there and it'll be good. And then once we're done in here, what we can do is we can actually seal the whole thing off with insulated tile if needed. Or actually, let me make my life a little easier and do it this way. We'll actually put it inside. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's uproot that. That's okay. We'll just uproot that, and we'll actually have them do it in here instead. We'll still kind of have them do the same thing. I'm just looking at the piping, and it's probably just easier if I do it here instead of ripping all of this apart. It just makes a little more sense in my mind. So anyway. Still on a 9 priority, we'll get to do that. And now the water, right? So we've got a bunch of, a bunch of the brine liquid coming in here, and it's being run over here for temperature exchange, and then it's then a decent temperature to go in here, and it's still cooling everything down. So temperature-wise, things are going to be cool, which is lovely. It's kind of accidentally, in a way, cooling this area as well. So that's quite lovely. But there is something here that we want to talk about. Look at all the melting stuff. Look at all the melting stuff. So obviously not good. But we can fix it. Easy fix. All we need to do is put a sieve here on the line, and the brine will flow through and everything will be fine. I actually think it'll probably need to be over here so that it doesn't take any damage. Problem though, let's deconstruct that and deconstruct that. Problem is, 1, I need the room, and 2, I just need that sorted. So let's see here. I was researching this because I need it, but I didn't realize I didn't have the sieve. Water sieve. Hello. So you're not... Oh, you're literally just not researched. Okie dokie. Well, I guess I will allow them to research what they're currently researching, and then we'll do a little switch over to the other in a second. The little eggs here, not the directlet eggs, the pip eggs. Yes, please move that there. That one, move it here. There we go. And thank you again for the little tip here that's the movement feature. Didn't realize. We're good. Okay, so somebody's building that. Perfect. And let's put in a manual airlock right there, as well as an insulated tile as well. We'll put these both on a 9 priority. We'll get them to sweep that up and sweep that up for the mess reasons. Get it all nice and tidied up. And this is fine. I would kind of like to expand it so that it doesn't cause too much problem. But when will that melt? Melting point -6. Okay. We'll just keep an eye on it. We'll make sure nothing terrible is happening. I'll actually sweep that up as well. Research. Okay, good. Deodorizer was researched, but I need that research next. And the reason why we need a deodorizer is because things are getting a little bit out of hand with the polluted oxygen. I need it to chill. I need to stop, kindly. So we're just going to set up a deodorizer in here so that we can prevent the stinky from coming upwards. And it's shitty because I don't actually have a power line in, so there we go. I have to put that on, and that can be a 7, so they do it relatively soon. And I do need this done, but we need the super hard digging skill. So let's check out our skills here. Mima, what's going on with you, my guy? Are you dying? You seem happy, though, so you're going to get super hard digging and bubbles. You're also going to get... You're going to do... what does this do? Mission control. Let's give you the other digging so that it's kind of, you know, balanced a little bit there. I do realize we got long commutes. What's going on with you? Hungry? Heat stroke? My guy. This is not good. Oh, yes. And we have to turn this off so that they don't consume it. Let's just disable building. There we go. I was like, where's the button? So there we go. That's solved. Okay. Oh, this is fixed up. Perfect. And if I'm really inclined, I can lock it up a little bit more there. Which would, again, be a good thing. I'm just kind of reviewing here. Otherwise, I can just lock up the top here and let the biome be warm, which may be also a suitable option. Waiting to let that grow. We've got something. Blueprint. Come on. Joya seeds or dirt. Let's just do dirt. I'm not going to do another person. So we need more food. So we're going to go with mealwood there. Let's just... Honestly, can I make the other tiles yet? I can. We're going to start making these. And actually, I would really prefer to deconstruct that and put that tile in there as well. So let's actually do that. Cancel your planting and you. Put you on a 9. And we'll put some piping in there. I don't know if temperature is as big an issue for them. 10 to 30. And the temperature of the liquid? Huh. Not great. We might be able to get away with it for a little bit, though. So I'll give it a go. We'll see if it ends up being an issue or not, and we'll go from there. But for now, I'm gonna say let's do it this way. Also, you might be wondering why I was doing this instead of, you know, putting those down at the floor. It's just the way it happened. There were other... I was gonna do it a different way, but this is just where we've ended up. So, yeah, we're just sticking with it. I was gonna move them down, I think, as I got these ones, but for now, I'll leave the design as is. We might adjust it as we kind of move along and rip out that extra ceiling. So that's all there is to it. Now, thinking about a spawn, thinking about, you know, that sort of thing, I think before I make a spawn or a full Rodriguez, as they're called, I will likely want to secure the food supply, which we're doing, so very, very good. And then... But mostly, it's actually, I want to get down below to start refining metals because I need more, I need to start refining so I have metal to work with. So that is really on my mind today. That's on my mind as we're kind of going forward, and we'll kind of see where we end up today. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing is kind of that we need a little bit more power. I didn't want to build more batteries, but I think we kind of have to, just given the situation. You know, one jumbo battery made us through the night, but it was very close to not making us through the night. So, you know, let's be good about it. The other thing is I have now set this up, so let me just snip this. I don't really want you going backwards. Don't do that. Don't listen. Piping, behave. Come now. And there we go. So now regular water will just kind of run through the sieve. And if we get polluted water in there, it'll clean it up and go through. The only problem is I don't want germs. So I did take a look in here. And there shouldn't be any germs in the polluted water because it's frozen, so anything should be dead already. So we're good there. The other thing is we're digging through here, and I'm concerned. There was some conversation in the comments as well. Thank you again, Graham and Surgeon Goodenough, as always, for your stellar suggestions. Really appreciate it. There were comments about how I may have activated this already, so what I'm gonna do is I don't know if it was this tile or one of the other ones that you were referring to, but we'll open up the bottom here just so we can take a look and see if it's something we can deal with, because this shouldn't activate it. So there's that. We'll have a little bit of a better idea in a minute what we're dealing with. And if I didn't open it, now I'm opening it up. Well, you know, it is what it is. You know, dead inside. That's what I become. This little shit keeps getting heat stroke. Stop going in there. They're killing themselves, really and truly. They're trying to die. Now, thinking I could lock that up. Or I could actually, again, I'm thinking maybe I'll just run a thing across the top there. They did kind of start digging in here and started making a mess, unfortunately. This was really not at all what I wanted to do, but it is what it is. They've done it now, the little chaos machines that they are. And what I'm going to do, let's dig all this. Is that refined lead? Oh. Well, shit. Okay. Hey, that's not bad. Although the lead doesn't really help me too much when it comes to power. Let's see here. Power. Yeah, it's not going to behave the way I want, eh? If I do... Let me think about this for a second. I do need automation, and I do need wherever the other batteries are. Let's see here. Battery. In all caps, because why not? Batter. Oh, there they are. Power. Yeah, this makes sense. Where's the... Oh, there. I already have it researched. Not great, though, because I can't exactly do anything with it. Let's kind of let them do their thing. We'll be able to switch over to refined things, though, in a bit, which is lovely. And apparently I don't have enough refined metal, but we'll keep ripping open the lead and see where we get to. And obviously, like I said, I want to kind of keep this in tow with itself here. And we'll have to just dig that out. That's okay. And we're kind of just trying to make it so that they can run through, but have it also kill off germs kind of the whole way. And I think that that's kind of the best way to do it. And we will uproot that too, just for the sake of doing so. And hopefully we can get this set up fast enough that they no longer are making a mess by dumping it in here, because this is really annoying. I don't really want it to happen this way. So let's get that done, and then I'll turn my attention to digging further down and to this, which I still cannot see. God damn it. Okay. All right. You know what? That's honestly, you know, it could be worse, to be fair. I don't... It's not working, right now. It's literally not working. Can I analyze it now, like in this space? Is that doable? Like if I put that on a 9, it's unreachable. Okay, that's totally fine. That's okay. So a cool steam vent. So here would be my question for you, as the experts that you folks are in the comments. Because I don't know, and this may be a terrible idea. What if I just opened that up? And, like, obviously I could tame it. You know, like, I could tame it, I could cool it with, you know, aquatuners and stuff and whatnot. But what if I was to just open it up and let it just pour straight down and mix with the brine? Would the temperature exchange work? Or would it be a stupid idea? I think it would then, I understand it would probably, I'd need to tame either this one or that one. Like, it's one or the other. But would this balance this out enough? Or would I have to still use an aquatuner in some sense? That's my question. I'm not going to do anything with it now. I may tame it with an aquatuner and, like, you know, the steam turbines like we did in the last game. But that's just an idea. I think maybe I need to do some math here. Like, if we go in here, we see that the average output is, you know, 1255 a second at -10. Okay. And then we look at a cool steam vent, which is, you know, an output of Well, is there an average output? Let's look at, I think they're all pretty well the same if I'm not mistaken. So, are you not analyzed? Oh, that's my bad. Okay. Okay, I need to analyze this one first before I can tell you the details. Okay, so I can't do the math yet. You know, it's fine. We'll have it today. But anyway, my point is, if I was to combine the two of them together, even if they were equal, let's say they're equal. I have a feeling this is hotter than this one is cooler, you know? So, because this is only doing -10. So -10, split the difference between -10 and 110, you're at basically like, what, 50? No. Yeah. You're at something absurd like 55, 60 degrees. If it's outputting, you know, the same amount of liquid. So we'll think about that. Okay, not taking any dupes. We're still holding off on that. And we need a couple more. Sorry, how many of these? We talked about this again. We talked about these in the comments as well. How many of these do I need again? Ah, yes, 5 per dupe. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we got 3 duplicates fed. I need a little bit more to feed all of them. What I'm going to do then, out of the brilliance of my own little mind, my little peanut-sized brain, is we're just going to set up 5 more right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, you know, I might actually set up another door here so that grooming is easier. So they don't need to go, you know, all that shebang. That is just a potential idea. And you know what? Honestly, I'm just going to do that. Yeah, we'll just do it right now. We'll set that up, and we'll put in a tile there. And we will put in, where is the food? Food. Perfect, we'll do that. So this should actually probably be done immediately, I'm gonna assume, just because they need to eat food and not die. A semi-important thing to keep in mind. Oh wow, this is like really quite it's really quite full there. And what's going on down here? Have they done? They have done, so I'll let them dig that one out. I'm being very careful about this because I don't want to ruin this area too. Ruining this one is fine, but ruining both is just annoying. So we're keeping it together. We're keeping it together. That is the goal. That is the plan. That is the scheme. That is the dream. Also, I would like to point out that there is a hydrogen vent over here. So that is that's kind of nice. It does lead me to the same sort of situation we had last time, where I didn't actually end up using that, but I would very much like to, so we'll make sure we use it this time around. And I'm not actually seeing any others around yet, so you know, we're slowly uncovering geysers, very slowly uncovering geysers, and yeah, it's good. Why am I digging down for? What the hell am I doing? I'm silly. Okay, hold up. Why was I so hell-bent on digging? I was so hell-bent on digging down that I didn't realize that I don't need to. In order to refine metal to make the batteries. I don't know why I was like, I need to dig down to do that. No, I don't. I really don't. I may need... Yeah, I may need to use some power transformers. That probably is something that I should do. Probably down here, actually, if I was to... So those are hooked up to power. I could put it down here and send it out. We could do two little launches there. Sure. Obviously, the power room can't be that big, so 4 tall is probably the way to go for it. So we'll go down like that. And I'm going to be a little less efficient here. I'll actually cancel that. That was not exactly built properly. I'm going to be a little less efficient here. I'm going to put a space in between them for a couple reasons. One, if I want to put in one of the bigger ones, it makes it slightly easier. Not perfect, but slightly easier. And 2, the main reason, just because the wiring was kind of annoying last time. So it just needed to be a little bit easier for me this time around. So There we go. Let's do this. I don't know why I was so hell-bent. Why am I putting the refinery over here? How much do you use? And damn, yeah, I kind of need this. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Wait a second, because I was gonna use. Just thinking about this, I was going to use that to do the refinement, but I don't want to put the refinery here and then heat everything up. I can heat this water, but I don't want to heat all of it. Digging down might be the only way to kind of achieve a better balance in that regard. Because it needs 1,200, and I need... Can those... How much can you carry? Is it 1,000 or 2,000? It's 1,000, okay. And we're currently researching stronger conductive wires. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. So you, little friend, restrict 1,000 and you... Yeah, okay. Do you need... That might need refined metal, which would be a pain in my ass, but it probably doesn't. Anyway, we're good. Everything's fine. So now we have enough, kind of. Why? What's your problem? Oh, fertilization. Okay. Now we have enough of these to kind of feed our people. For now, I'm going to leave them on regular farm tiles. I might switch one out every now and then, but I'm going to just leave them alone for the time being. I know it's a little bit of extra work for them, but I don't have many other options. This, thankfully, is getting analyzed, so we can do a little bit of the math on whether this is a good idea, and that way I can be proud of myself and see if I figured it out first, and then have kind of your confirmation once the video comes out. Now, there's a little bit of sleetweed up here that I would be very happy to retrieve if possible. There's actually a lot of sleetweed in there, which would be really nice. But we're moving down. We're moving a little down just so that we can, you know, see what's down here, see if there are any geysers, any vents or anything that could really help us along, help us with our mission, our plan. And we're also doing this at the same time and screwing up, but that's fine. Let's do this. Okay, so I mean, we've kind of built this out a little bit, which is lovely. And again, looking at that, you can see there's kind of the range of how it's looking, and we're gonna have this all pulled up and tidied up, and now it's no longer an urgent task. So I don't really have it on a 9. I just kind of have it on, you know, a 5. So they'll do it as they see fit, and we'll kind of turn to those other things that we were talking about. Those other things we want to do, like number 1, dig further down, because they've been doing a good job with it. And there's also the idea, the thought. Can I deconstruct this as well? Can anybody... Okay, I lack the demolition skill. Okay, can't be done. You know, there's obviously the pip ranch, which we're working on. They have not yet planted here, which is unfortunate. And I think I'm wondering if it's because this is here and if this is part of the problem as well, or if the issue is that I've got these over here. If it is, I'm gonna uproot these couple of things and then we'll put it down and see what happens. It could very well be because of these farm tiles, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, 2 will be a very, very good start for us. So I'll be happy with that. How are you in? Oh, somebody open that, please. Preferably like right now, actually. Okay, they're free. Now we can auto it. Thank you. Somebody just toggle that to an auto and we should be good whenever they do it, and hopefully they don't lock anybody in there. I was wondering where they all went, and I was like, they're not all dead. I also want to sweep all of this up eventually because it looks like shit. Just simply and truly looks like garbage. Also, they're doing a good job here. We've got, how much lumber do I have? 12,000. You know, we could be using lumber for power as well. You know, it just doesn't do a phenomenal job, and I don't know if it uses, yeah, 1,200 grams a second. It might use too much wood. There's also my thought, you know, maybe we'll turn it into ethanol as well. So, you know, you put in lumber, electricity. And then it, you know, gives you ethanol, which can be used, by the way, as a supplement for petroleum instead. It provides heat, and yeah, it's just not. It's just got some problems. You know, obviously, I guess that would be the best way to use our ethanol. It would be the best way to use our lumber, sorry, is to make ethanol. I think a more effective manner, right? What is down here? What's going on down here? If I get out here, if I do, is it, there we go. Very tiny base compared to how far we are left and down. Very, very small. So I think going upwards is kind of in our future as well. And we're also very close to having this analyzed. She might actually finish it right now. Let's keep an eye on that. Nope, she will not. Okay, that's fine. So we've run out of coal, which is unfortunate, but I have a little bit of a solution to that. We're gonna just make this room bigger. And this is, again, it's almost a temporary fix. But in making this room bigger as well, I'm not going to have to worry about the fact that this is getting out of hand. But it'll be nice because we'll be able to, you know, go and access more coal and have this expanded a bit to be able to accommodate more room. And I'm actually just going to dig on, maybe not that side right there. Let's not do that one, but we'll dig this all out too, just so that we've got a little bit more room. And we've got research complete as well, so it's a really lovely timing. Let's see, what did we research? Ah, yes, conductive wire, because I need that for refining stuff. Surprisingly, you need conductive wire to refine things, because that's how this is done. Now, I'll put a large power transformer down. It's unfortunate that I need to do it this way, but it has to be done. I think it has to be done, and we're having a real struggle at the moment. Oh, it is only that tall. Interesting. We're having a real problem right now with the temperatures. Sorry, I'm just looking at this, and I need this here, this level, right? And that'll let me have a 4 tall room. I don't really necessarily need a 4 tall room, but anyway. Alright, so I'm afraid this room is going to be quite toasty when it is built, so we're just going to, you know, lock it up a little bit. It'll be, it's not an issue at all, not an issue whatsoever. And then we'll deconstruct that. I don't really need this second one yet, but I will just get them to build it. It's not, well, actually, never mind. I won't bother to get them to build it, but I will have them build the floor, so it's done. And then the issue I have is, what do I use to refine? Do I use the water that's already hot and have it turn into a steam, but then I don't have a steam turbine and I can't do anything with that? Or do I use brine and then use that, or take a little bit of an offshoot from this somewhere along the lines, maybe up here? One of the main problems is I can't go that far, right? So, because I don't have a lot of lead. Squeaky Puffleck, hello. No, don't have a lot of lead at all. So 200's already been reserved to building that, which is fine. But then immediately, if you're trying to use conductive wire, it's immediately an issue. So, not great. And then also all of this needs to be hooked up too. My power supply is much less, how shall I put this, well off, I guess, than last time. Last time we had the not a hydrogen, we had natural gas. Natural gas was very easy to use. So I think our problem is that the only thing that can produce electricity is either the steam, which isn't really going to do anything for us, or the hydrogen vent, and the hydrogen vent is really quite far at this point in time. And I mean, like, we can try and make it work, but that's a lot of, it feels like a lot to ask at this present moment. The other option is to keep digging around to try and find something, and same with like trying to find the petroleum, right? So if I dig down, maybe we'll find something. But because I've selected an ocean map, like a map with a, you know, the bottom is not, it's not going to be lava, I don't think. So we're not going to have the magma that we did in the previous one. And also, again, I'm not finding any natural gas, which I'm just concerned that there isn't going to be any. So we might need to rely on lumber to make ethanol to do that power. So taking a look at, you know, the electricity, you've got natural gas, which I cannot find, oil refinery, which I really hope I don't need, and you've got petroleum. So perhaps petroleum is what we need to be using. You know, the ethanol might be what we need to use, and also the SPOM as well. That's so building a full Rodriguez is on the agenda too. Maybe not right this second, but certainly something that's in very near consideration. And I'm thinking I would put it over here, because that way it would be close to a power supply, which it's not actually going to end up needing, but it would be close to the water. Alternatively, I could put it like literally anywhere else, maybe at the top of the base instead, or somewhere completely different, because I don't necessarily want to waste this beautiful abyssalite. Is that what it's called? Don't want to waste that. But we do need to get refining, and we do need to get more power. So, you know, concerns are growing. And ethanol. Do you... Wait. No, you do need power. Oh, shit. Right. So, do you produce a lot of heat? Maybe I build this. Put it down here. And in an ideal world, if I can get down here and see what sort of refinables there are, we might have some options. Because right now we're literally surviving off of using coal, and that isn't that's not sustainable. That really is not sustainable, and it's not really it's not the business model that I want to be using here. How is the polluted? Okay, so most of the polluted oxygen has been taken care of in the base. There's a little bit there. Great here. Water's actually going up, so that's good. But the problem is that cuts down when I don't have enough coal. And we've got a godsend amount of coal here. So we are good in that regard. We could start with the hatches, actually. Yeah, maybe we need to do a little bit of a hatch ranch here. Again, not really kind of screwing up the ladders on the left side of the base. The right side of the base right here is perfect. Perfect. It makes me smile. But this side, not great. Yeah, let's start with the hatches. Didn't really want to, but I think it's going to be necessary in order to kind of keep up with coal and at least not waste all of this at the level that I'm, you know, currently using it. It's a bit, we're using it probably quite quickly. I know that the base isn't fully, you know, filled with stuff, but it's not, this is not great. It's not perfect by any means. It is not perfect at all. So let's see. And the arbor trees here are growing, but they're not really planting anything. So let me deconstruct this and see if they opt to plant that seed here. In an ideal world, they would get it down somehow, but they're being fussy with me. Okay, petroleum generator has been researched. Good. I think... Ooh. Damn, there's a lot of granite down here. A lot of granite. Are you a secret? No. So I've kind of let them run around. They're still digging things out here. They're digging down, and I don't know what this is, but we're gonna investigate a little bit, and we're going to get that done today. We're going to take a little gander here. I'm wondering if they're like mini versions of vents. I don't know. I don't know why there's only... It's 3 and it's 3. All of the other geysers that we've seen, they're always 4. All the ones that we have unlocked are 4. I don't know if I ever saw any 3s in the other one. It's totally possible. And maybe I just can't recall, but we're going to go take a look at that, see if there's anything in there that could be of interest while I kind of let this struggle away. We're thinking about putting in an ethanol distillery to make petroleum power, which is not exactly something I want to do, but probably just something I may be forced to do. As well, I'm actually just going to enable our auto harvest on that. As well, talking about the little ranch that we may want to make here for our friends. And I think what I'm going to do is deconstruct the ladders there. So our friends being hatches. So I might just start with a very, and I do mean very small hatch ranch here, just so that I can get it started. I think we'll adjust it as things go on. I just don't really want to blast this open yet. I don't really have the resources presently to deal with all of the polluted oxygen. I just don't like it in the base. I don't like dealing with it. So that's my plan. They're currently digging down. We're gonna investigate what those are. I've made them build the fire pole, earlier. Because they've been complaining that it takes too long to get down there and they can't deconstruct it. So, no, it is what it is. They're just upset with me. They're nothing new. They're just upset. It's fine. But I certainly don't want chlorine accidentally slipping into the base right now, even though I have accidentally put a bleach stone right there. So that's fine. Is there? There's a little bit of chlorine. That's okay. It's all right. We did learn. Thank you again in the comments. We did learn that these little friends, they eat that shit. So, problem solved. Problem solved. Now, just investigating. Okay, they're slowly making it over. We're going to see very soon what is going on down on these sides. I'm going to actually 7 it up on this side, and we will put it on a 6 on this side to kind of fix. So there is something there. Oh, gosh. I'm scared. I'm scared. And, if it's a bad thing, I know you're already screaming in the comments. I know you're probably pulling your hair out watching it. And you're like, oh, God, what is he about to do? Well, I'm about to be an idiot. That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, it's all good fun. And I can't wait for a new challenge if that's what that's going to be. And, I consult you on this, but I don't consult on the chaos that I'm about to unleash. So taking a look at this average output as well. So it is higher than the ghoul/geyser. So for the time being, we're not going to touch it. If it was less, if that average output was a lesser number, or the temperature difference wasn't as extreme as I know it's going to be, I would be a little bit, I'd be gentler with it, but I'm not a fool. We're not gonna mess with that now. I can do basic math. So this is kind of the moment of truth here. Oh, that's a volcano. That is a volcano. Periodically erupts with magma. Okay, so we're not gonna do that one. That's a little scary. That's a little scary for sure, but why not? Let's go investigate this sign too, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same situation, which will be kind of shit, but hey, it is what it is. If that's what we need to do, it's what we need to do. Now, they're just digging away, and the good thing about this whole situation as well is granite. So, a lot of granite. We love using granite for construction. I believe it has that decor bonus, but also it is fed to hatches. So, we're going to round up the hatches. We're going to throw them all in here. I kind of set this up to sweep pretty well everything. So I just want to sweep all of this up, and eventually we'll, maybe pull it out throw everything out. Actually, what I should have done, let me uproot. Starvation. You're literally fine. You got food. Calm down. You're good. You're good. Go eat. Jeez. You crazy little rascals. Crazy little rascals. Okay, they're figuring this out. We're going to take a look at that before we, you know, do anything else. And then... Oh. Is that one going to be a volcano too? That might be like a major volcano. It's shitty that I can't see. I could dig all the way down and take a look at it. But this is unfortunate. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that this is also one of those. And the thing with this as well, just by the way, just so we're all on, again, so we're all on the same page here. It is totally fine to, where's the plumbing liquid? Sorry, just on the same page here. It's fine that I've gotten this done up. It's okay. I'm not horribly fussed about it because at the end of the day, it's filled with carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is just going down to the bottom of the basin. It's actually going down into there. I do think it would be probably, just gonna guess, a good use of time to make alterations to that later on. But for now, it is that's what we're doing. It's good. It's good. It's good. As well, just so we're all on the same page. Hydrogen is driving me insane. We got too much of it. We need to deal with that. So very soon, and I do mean very soon, we're going to be absolutely chopping the shit out of that hydrogen supply that's kind of being built up top. We can either throw it into reservoirs, which I don't have unlocked yet, or we throw it into we throw it into a hydrogen generator and kind of throw everything away. So there is that. There is also this. We're gonna put the hatches in here as well, so hatches and hatchlings. And no one can wrangle yet? No. Yeah, it's gonna continue to be a problem, isn't it? Can anybody do that? No? So far, no. Oh, you little shit, you perfect little shit, Devon. Oh, amazing. Good job, Devon. I appreciate that. Now, who the heck is our construction officer here at this beautiful, beautiful establishment? You. Okay, you're gonna do Devon again. Okay, you're the one who I need to do things. So, you know, it's okay. We're gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna put on improved carrying for this one, and just for you, because you've been running around so long, I am also just going to do improved carrying as well, just so that they've got that done. So there you go. We can wrangle up a few of these hatches. They're not going to be they're not actually going to be, give me that last one. They're going to be domesticated yet, but I will kind of set it up to feed them granite. There we go. And there we go, you know. So wait, is that stone hatchling can only eat granite? Shoot. Yeah, okay. How do I need, what is this made? What, oh, well. I think it needs to be sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock to turn them into a stone friend. So, no granite. Just sedimentary rock, and that'll be good. And I don't really want them eating all of the dirt and shit that's in here. Big no for me. Oh my god. Okay, so here's where we're at. We're gonna call it a little bit of a we're gonna wrap up here. But I do want to say we've got some options with the volcanoes. Now I can either leave them alone, which is probably the best thing to do, or we could open them up and refine metals with them. And I think the way you would do that is by putting lava, you know, letting the magma go down on the ground, and then having the metal there, and it will refine it kind of automatically. That's my assumption. I would need to do research. Also, I'm sorry that I'm literally just sitting here not looking at anything, but that, you know, that would be my thought. is how to do that. Alternatively, we just skip all of that and we just do the traditional route and go and, you know, put some other liquid in it like the ethanol and then burn the ethanol off afterwards. In a generator, you know, these are some of the options. These are some of the things I'm thinking of. Not quite sure exactly what to do yet, but there's the, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down below. You know, we're just checking something out in the food. There's something that requires fucking salt. Does it not? Maybe that's Bruce's ingredients. Let's research that. Anyway, yeah, so that's my thought there. You know, power could potentially be ethanol, setting up the ethanol distillery and doing that. I'm really pleased that we've gotten this set up as well. Really, really nice. And then dealing with some hydrogen as well. I know that we talked about doing a spawn. We talked about doing a full Rodriguez. That is very much on my mind as well. And debating where exactly to do it, how exactly to do it, considering putting it here, or honestly, maybe right here and using just hotter, the hotter liquid to do it, or cooling down the liquid using this. So these are my, you know, these are the things I'm kind of playing with. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to leave those comments. I always appreciate it, and you folks are really, really helpful. So thank you, as always, for that. And, yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.